Okay, I am super excited tonight. You guys know we do these Zooms every single Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And sometimes we are lucky enough to have a guest, you guys. And this is somebody that I don't have a big intro for because I too haven't heard her story yet. And I'm really excited for it, you guys. The reason I came across Christine is that it was in, I don't remember if it was in the Road to VIP or if it was in our Northeastern page. I don't remember. But she did a live in there that was amazing. And I'm like, well, first of all, her tips on that live were awesome. So if you guys didn't see it, go see it. But also I'm like, if they're asking her to go live in the page, then we need to be hearing from her as well. So Christine, thank you so much. We appreciate you very, very much to just, take time out of your day, your business, and all of that to pour into our team, not knowing a thing about each other. So what a way to say one team, one mission. So thank you so much for that. And I'll just turn it over to you. And basically I'll have you start off with telling us your story. And this is going to be however you feel comfortable sharing that. We like to hear a little bit before, during, after, now, but there's always so much to be learned by someone just sharing their story. And so however much you are comfortable and willing to share with us, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, great. Okay. So you want me to get started?
Yes.
So hi, everyone. I am so honored to be here. To be perfectly honest, I mean, I've been asked to do Zooms kind of like that. That was in the Northeast page that I actually did that live. But this is I'm like honored to do this. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie, but I've actually been in the business. I'm Christine Knox. I've been in the business for 2 years. April 2nd was my anniversary. And I live in Ohio. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. And I started doing this 2 years ago. My story is a little bit different. You hear a lot of stories about people just like struggling financially, or, being a single mom, or, just like stories that just like touch your heart. Mine is more like the fact that I was a mom of 2 at the time, kind of losing myself, only posting it on social media about my kids. And I actually was furloughed. It was the pandemic just had started. And I was furloughed from my job. I'm a full-time marketing manager. And I knew I wasn't going to get paid. We were saving for a new home. And I was like, what can I do during this time that I can start, like, I can still make money and save for our new home, but it can also maybe teach me something. Like, I'm a marketing manager. I want to, excel in my skills, because like the job that I'm furloughed at, if I'm leaving that job for whatever reason, I need to market myself. So I was just thinking about doing a blog, and I came across this girl on social media, and she had a really good Instagram profile. And the reason I saw her, if you think about this, it's really like matching the type of person you want to bring on your team. But I was wanting that dream home. We were thinking about building. Polte Homes was the builder that we were going to build with. And it was Kay Dixon. If you're familiar with her, it's Pam Souter's daughter. And I didn't know any of this, but she posted that she had just built her house through Polte, and Polte reposted it. But I saw her post and I was like, wow, her kitchen's awesome. Who is this girl? And so I saw her, and she was talking about, making money, 7-figure income through her phone. And I'm like, oh, I could learn a thing or two. There was an application on her profile. I was like the epitome of like clickbait, like did everything that like the perfect lead would do. Like, I saw her on social media. I clicked on her Instagram. I clicked on her influencer application. I filled out the application like I did, and she reached out to me. We had a conversation that night, and it took me 2 days, and I signed up. Didn't know anything about the products. I just thought, I'm just going to use my free time to to get value out of someone to coach me how to maybe post on social media, and I can do a blog, and she has a blog and blah, blah, blah. So, jumped in, fast forward, like I'm doing it like a couple weeks. I get my, at the time it was $150 shopping spree. I got my six customers. And I just started loving it. Like, I'm like, I want to do this full time. And I just started running. Like, now I didn't run as fast as a lot of people. I actually, got to Ruby in 4 months. I got Emerald, I think 9 months, and then Diamond in 11. So pretty decently fast, but I mean, there's girls on here that like, they fly. So just did it steady. I was back at work doing this. Since then, I've had another child. I have 3 girls now. I'm in our dream home. It helps keep us afloat to like save, and we actually went on a trip to Turks and Caicos. I mean, this side gig, whatever you want to call it, has really helped our family just make me be a yes mom, and just like have the stuff that we dream to have, and I really think we can even have more with it. So that's pretty much my story, and yeah, it's been a fun ride so far.
I love that. And some people are like, oh, I didn't move really fast, but you guys, like, sometimes Ruby in 4 months is fast for some people too, and then Diamond in 11 months. That is amazing. And I think that is so cool. Like, I might sound super nerdy right now, but like, I think it is so cool that you were a marketing major, right? Manager. I can't talk.
Yeah, marketing major though too. Yeah.
And like, and you joined this business, and you specifically just now said, well, that's already what I'm doing, and I can do this to also make money. And yeah, that's cool, but learn some new things. And you guys, that is amazing, because I just want to highlight that part for a second, because sometimes when we start this business, and we'll just say it how it is. Some people start this business and they think like, oh gosh, like, I started because I do want to make an extra income, but I still don't want to be one of those girls or one of those people or whatever. And we always say, like, everything is marketing, everything is sales, literally everything. And so someone who is a manager of marketing is like, didn't see it that way, you guys. She didn't even see it that way from the beginning, and she still doesn't see it that way. And so I just think that's really cool. So
a lot of people, you come into this business and people feel like almost embarrassed when they shouldn't, like, because honestly, I don't know if someone said something, but I learned more doing this business in 2 years than I have at my current job, to be perfectly honest, because you get stuck in a rut at your job and you're just kind of doing like the same things over and over again. Unless you do personal development outside of it, you're just doing you're not growing, you're not really excelling. Or if you have a company that supports you, that says, hey, we want you to develop, here's some classes you can take, whatever. But you can really get stuck in a rut, and this has actually grown me so much more than I would have grown if I would have just been doing my 9 to 5. So definitely,
yeah,
can learn a lot.
Okay, well, you're not asleep yet. You can't have a dream when you're not asleep yet. Okay, I will be in there in a few minutes to check on you, okay? Okay, so, all right, so that was one thing that I definitely wanted to highlight. And thank you so much for even going into that in more depth. And so you are back working now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I work full time. Yep.
Okay, cool. And, sometimes, my gosh, like, I want to say even most of the guests that we tend to have on are people who do this full time and they're not doing their other job. And so sometimes for other people who are still working or are still going to school full time and working in the business, it's nice to hear from somebody else. Cause sometimes like I take care of my mom full time and I have 4 kids and all that jazz, but I don't have like a legit other outside full time job. And so sometimes you can't always relate to that at all times. Just like, even though you can, but it's still nice to hear from somebody who actually still has a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's, you know, it's all about like routine too. I know one of the questions you were going to ask is like how I run my business daily, since I do work full time. You really have to, you know, schedule out your time. I do a lot of like nooks and crannies, like fill in, but I make sure there's a routine at the beginning of the day, like most of you probably do. One thing I do is I make sure that I do a quote in the morning post. Like that is my go-to, like getting my day started. I'm gonna put a positive quote out there because that'll inspire me, and then hopefully it'll inspire others that are watching my story. But then, you know, I do my coffee. That's my go-to product that I like to promote, even though it's funny enough, I don't sell a lot of the coffee, even though I talk about it every day. I don't know why, like I must be doing something wrong there, but like I sell a lot of weight loss stuff. So they see me like talking about weight loss a lot, and I do get coffee sales, and I actually bundle that into the packages, but I do that, and then I'll sprinkle in my day. Either, you know, I take a walk outside, like to get moving, or you know, my kids, and then of course like slides on like our products and stuff like that. And then I'll do a couple posts throughout the day, which are typically like a product, something like an engagement post, to do my host post, and then an opportunity post usually. So I just try to do a lot in the morning, at lunchtime, and then at nighttime after like getting the kids down and stuff like that. So, but I'm consistent. It's all about consistency. So I'm doing that daily. And then I don't know how most people do follow-ups, but I'm a person that constantly does follow-ups. Like I'm not a pen and paper person. I like technology. So I use my reminders on my phone to, you know, put in when I should follow up with the people. And then I get those little notifications, and that really bothers me when I see like numbers. So I know I have to get those done. And so I'll go to my tasks. I'll look at who I need to reach out to, if it was on Facebook or Instagram or a text, and then I'll like message them. And then just do a follow, like go back to the task and then follow up in however many weeks or a month or whatever that reminder is that I feel like is appropriate. So another good thing too that I use is IW Connect. I know a lot of people don't use that, but IW Connect is a great tool. If you spend 30 minutes learning it, you can save so much time, like sending out mass text messages. They actually have a feature in there where it tells you for your loyal customers what to send to them for like follow-up. So we know we need to engage with our customers still and make sure that they're happy. And there's an easy way to do that in IW Connect. So I'll do that every day too, that they'll tell you like how many follow-ups you have that day. And it's just a couple clicks and it loads up the text for you, and you can change it if you want. You can even create templates too. And I send messages through IW Connect. So yeah. So that's basically my day.
Okay. I need to get back using the Connect app actually for follow-up, because I forget about it, to be honest with you. Just, I do. I don't know why, but I love that you really highlighted consistency, because she just flat out said it, you guys, like, but I'm consistent. That's what it is, you know? And the reason why she joined was because Kay was consistent, right? She was posting about what she was doing, what she was able to do, and all of that through the business. And so she saw that and decided to join because of her consistency and seeing her post and work her business, right? So what was the next thing I was going to ask you? Oh, so I know, well, I mean, I know you do host to post. So what does a host to post look like for you? Like, are you doing opportunity ones? Are you doing product ones on which products, giveaway? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, so my host to posts are typically, so it depends. So like if it's the beginning of the month, I usually like to start doing opportunity host to posts because I want to build up my my potentials for distributors, just because that's, I feel like, the hardest thing to, like, we have to have more conversations with getting distributors, typically for me at least, in order to sign them. So I like to start at the beginning of the month. I want to do that for a friend at least once. And so I'll do a lot of opportunity posts at the beginning of the month. And then towards the middle, I start mixing it in with product posts. Now I like to do giveaway posts as well. There was a Zoom that I learned, like, it's actually, and I did this for a while, but I didn't get traction on it, so I pivoted. But like, I do think it does work if you're consistently posting on your Facebook page, and I use Facebook the most, I should say that. Although I want to give a tip about Reels tonight, but for Facebook, if you're posting consistently about the products and stuff, you can just do like the giveaway posts and just build your network. And then those new people are going to see the product posts on your page. So I recommend, at least for a week, just giving away giveaway post to post and building up like your network. And notice how people are going to start seeing your product posts on your page and reach out to you. You'll get more incoming leads about the products by doing that. And then in doing giveaway posts to those people, like do it several levels. But always adjust. If you're like needing to make volume and you need to sell product, or you need a distributor, you can always, again, pivot and like do other host to posts. But if you do majority like giveaway, you can actually find out that like you'll get more incoming leads if you're consistent on your Facebook page, or your stories. Those new people are going to start seeing that, and then they're interested and they'll reach out to you. So
Yeah.
that's one tip. But another thing is I typically ask people to post a post I have a script that I send out that's like, basically, I'm doing this giveaway, my team and and I'd love to give you an entry. It helps my small business type of message. And most people will post for me, but I usually use like an engagement post to get those types of people. Like I'll send something out to them about host to post if they commented on some engagement post. I also always ask people to host a post if they tell me no about the products or no about the opportunity. Like there's always like something to ask if someone says no to something. So if they're saying no about the opportunity, ask them to host a post. If they're saying no about the products, ask them to host a post. If they say, no to host a post, you can ask them about the opportunity. There's always something. It's usually good to start with the opportunity first, because it just makes more sense to say, okay, well, if you don't want to do the opportunity, would you like to be a product tester? And then if they don't want to be a product tester, would you like some extra money, and win some extra money, and ask them to host a post. So, but yeah.
Do you do host to post on Instagram at all?
I have dabbled in it. For some reason. So I'll say this, I built up my Instagram. I was pretty proud of myself, even though that's not how I got most of my customers, but I built up my my Instagram to a good amount of followers, and I got hacked, and someone stole my account. So if you don't have two-factor authentication on your Instagram, I highly recommend you turn it on because I got screwed. Like I didn't notice they switched my password. I was out. It was a Saturday night and I was at my friends and I'm like noticing, oh, what's going on with my Instagram? And I got hacked and they stole my account. So I'm like starting from like scratch. However, I did want to mention this is the Reels thing. And I guess we have Reels on Facebook too, but I was thinking Reels on Instagram. If you're looking to gain followers, I just found a trick. I was actually, when I was posting Reels, I was allowing the Reels to show to my feed. Well, even if you have a lot of followers, but if your followers don't really engage with your stuff, that's not going to kick up the algorithm to like show your Reels more. So what I started doing is removing that so it's not showing, especially now because I have like 70 followers right now. So those people are probably not either going to see my Reels or like they just won't comment. Like they're maybe some of my friends or like people that don't really know me well yet, so they're not going to like comment or engage with me. So my Reels aren't going to be shown to more people. So I turn that off when I post it, and I've been getting thousands more of like views. And I actually got two, like this is the first time this happened to me, but I got two people interested in the opportunity offer of an opportunity reel that I did when I did that, like legit people that were like quality that I would think I would want in my business. You know, reached out and said info, and I've been talking to them, and you know, we've been having good conversation. That was just like 2 days ago. So if you are doing Reels, I highly recommend just test it. Like I follow this guy. I don't know if you know who he is. I'll send you guys the person. I forget what his name is now, but he's an Instagram guru and he teaches all these little tricks, and he asks us, like his audience, to do stuff to just test, and it's really informative and helpful. And that was one of his things, like turn it off, and I turned it off and it worked for me. So
Okay, cool. We had a question too about that. She's talking about turning off the setting on your Instagram for your Reels to not post to your actual feed. Like when you post a photo or whatever, they only post to, you know, the Reels. What do you
yeah, I can
Reels
actually,
news feed, I guess you would say.
yeah. There's like it's like a switch. I forget what that's called, but it says post it to your feed when you're about to share it, and you can just like turn it off. Like it's already colored. So
Okay.
yeah. And his name is Brock 11 Johnson, I think is his handle. Yeah,
Okay.
Brock 11 Johnson is a great person to follow. Kay actually, Kay Souter actually recommended him. So
Oh, okay.
a while back, and I've been following him. His mom was in network marketing, and so he has a link there, but like he's all about Instagram Reels. He teaches a bunch of stuff on that. So
Nice. Okay, I will have to check him out. Okay, so we talked Toast Post, we talked Reels. Do you also do TikTok, or are you not on?
yeah, I do TikTok. I typically I like the filters on Instagram better for the shorts. So I will usually do like an Instagram reel. I will go on Snap Insta and take the watermark off that way. And then I'll post it on TikTok and then also on Facebook Reels.
Wait a minute,
So,
how are you? So you're making the Reels on TikToks. This is what I wrote it down on a notebook somewhere, but then when I tried to look it up, it wasn't bringing anything up for me to remove the Instagram watermark. What are you doing that on?
okay, so it's called Snap Insta. I can show my screen if you want. Do you mind if I share my screen? I have my.
That's fine.
No, you can't. I can't do it. But so
Well, it's just a website, right? Snap.
Yeah, so like, and there's one for TikTok too. It's snapinsta.app.
Snapinsta.app. Okay, because I use the one for TikTok, but I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know which one was for Instagram, and I must not have been putting it in right.
Yeah, it's similar. The TikTok one, it is snaptik.app or something like that. I forget what it is, but it's like similar to that. I just like started, I knew there was gonna be one for Instagram, so I just Googled it and found it.
Right.
But yeah, I think there's a hack too in Instagram where you can save it. I don't know how to do it, but someone talked about it on Zoom where you like save it partially, but then go back to it and then save it again. And then it like takes off the watermark, but I don't know how to do that. So I just use that app. So.
You can do that on TikTok too. Like when you go to post right before you post it, and you can select a cover or whatever, and then you can like play what it would look like with the cover, and you can screen record it. So that's what people are doing that way too, so that they don't have to like worry about like the mouth, like the words being off too. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't taken, because it takes a little bit of extra time, so I haven't done that.
Yeah.
They screen record it, edit it or whatever, and then they save it before they actually post it to TikTok, you know, through the newsfeed on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have like a goal or whatever that you give yourself daily for however many messages that you are sending, or how many hosted posts that you want to get up, things like that?
Well, my goal is always 10 hosted posts. It's been difficult to do that. That's where like the giveaway, having people post the giveaway really helps with that too. I feel like people are more okay with posting about the giveaway. Sometimes you get more people about that. I write in a journal every morning too. That's part of my routine. And I like to shoot for getting at least 1 to 2 LCs a day and a distributor a week. I try to like not overdo it, like over stress, but I'm always writing that stuff down. I really believe in writing things down that, you have goals for, so they come to fruition. I mean, so many things in my life have come to fruition because I've written it down, like my husband. So I'm really adamant about doing that. So, those, I mean, I'm trying to go through my like 6 list or whatever you want to call it. Posting and following up and doing a reel a day. What else do I do? I can't think now, but yeah. So those are some of my goals. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. So how are you signing your distributors when you're as of lately anyway, like when you are enrolling your distributors, where are they coming from? Are they coming from distributor hosted posts, like messages that you're sending, or because you're just offering it to people, or where is that most likely?
Yeah, mine is more of a mix, and a lot of it comes from just the follow-up. Like I do the app, so I have this one hosted post that it has my influencer application in the comments, and I've gotten a lot of people that way. Like people fill out my influencer application. I use the influencer application that corporate gives us too, like that. Mine's Christine Knox startinfluencing.com. I don't know if you guys know that, but like you can get an influencer application through corporate, and so I'll usually get distributors from that, but I'm also getting distributors from asking the question, like when people are saying they don't have enough money to buy the products. When I just see someone that I'm having conversation with them, they might be buying the product, but I'm like, hey, your page looks great and you're already purchasing this amount. How about you do the business and make some money for it? Like I'm always asking that question at some point in the conversation. The IW Connect app is one of the scripts for loyal customers when you follow up with them through that app is like, I don't know, I think it's in the second month of them being a loyal customer with you, but there's an actual email or text, it's depending on how you want to send it, that says, you'd be awesome at this business. Would you like to join me? I can send you more information. What do you think, kind of thing? And so I send those out, and I've gotten people that reach out to me after that. Like, you just always have to be asking. You never know. And when people tell you no, you never know if you ask them again. But they're like, usually in a few months, I'll say, hey, I know things change, because things do change every 3 to 6 months in a person's life. Like, have you thought more about doing this opportunity? I know I asked you before. I have it on my heart to ask you again. Like those types of messages that like make them feel like, oh, this person cares about me. Like, those are the types of messages I like to send, because that's who I am. But I definitely like to not give up on a person and just think because they say no, that means no forever. I've learned in this business, and I tell all of my distributors that sign up with me, those people that say no to you are going to come back. I've seen so many people that told me no when I first started this business that are purchasing from me now. Like, and I mean, I've had people that have said rude things to me and then bought from me later. It's hilarious to me now. Like, I just think it's just,
there's been some people that, you almost go to delete and then one day out of the blue, they enroll. It's like, well, that's crazy. Glad I didn't delete you when you were a little snotty with me. I'm glad I was stay around.
I know. I always think that too. There are like a lot of people go to blocking in this business. They're like, just block them in. And I get that. But sometimes I just feel like, you know what, you never know, like this person might come back. So it's hard for me to block people. I just, let it roll off my back. So.
For sure. Okay. So I have 2 more questions for you. So Crystal asked specifically in the chat, she says, what's your favorite potential distributor follow-up?
I'm gonna have to look through my scripts. My favorite potential distributor follow-up. There is one that like I send out. Actually, there's one that like when I haven't heard from a distributor for a long time, I'm just like, hey, I don't want to be a bug. So let me know if you're still, wanting to make money from your phone, because, basically I don't want to be a bug. And a lot of people respond to that when you're calling yourself like a bad name or like like something like insinuating that they are saying that about you. They're going to most likely at least respond to you and tell you what they're thinking. So I like to say that, because people get silent on you a lot, and it can be for various reasons. But if you say something like that, they almost feel guilty and they respond back.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, like you're not, but this is going on. Or
exactly. I usually get an answer after that one. So
yeah, at least some kind of response to open the lines of communication again, right? Ashley Mayfield, even right on her regular Facebook page, you guys, this past week, she did a live over objections. And I know that I shared it in the team page and all of that, but I highly suggest you guys go watch it. It's really good. It is really, really good. So, and you share it with your team too. If you didn't see it yet, it's just, she literally titled it something objection. So it's really good. So my other question for you, I guess, would to be kind of get some tips in a marketing sense. We have you here specifically, you have some tools, maybe some extra tools and things like that. But what would you give somebody if they're like, I'm a little bit nervous to post about my results, or I'm a little bit nervous to post about the business because I haven't you know, like I'm newer and I haven't, you know, achieved all of these crazy things yet. I'm not posting about my dream home or whatever, and those kinds of things. What would you say to them?
So if someone's embarrassed about posting before and after pictures, I mean, let's all be real here. Like some people are just gonna be fearful at first. So I would suggest if someone is fearful about their own results, for them to post other people's results. I mean, get your feet wet, basically. The more you do stuff, the more easier it gets. Like, so if they're afraid of that, then I would definitely have them post someone else's results. What was the other question?
On the business side of things, like they're like, I'm not sure how to
Yeah.
post, or I'm not confident about posting about the business because I'm new or I haven't had a bunch of success yet.
Yeah, I mean, I have that a lot. Like even with myself, I think, oh, what do I post about? Like, you know, I have hesitations as well. But you probably have heard this before, but it's about posting about what this business is going to do for you. So talking about, like, for instance, if you want a dream home, that this business is going to help me get that dream home, that this business is going to help me buy groceries or buy, you know, I'm never going to like feel bad going to the gas station and being only able to put in $10. Like I'm doing this business so I don't have to think about that kind of stuff. Like that's more relatable anyhow. I would teach my team, like, you know, that's what people are going to relate to anyhow, mostly on your feed. It's amazing. This business has opened my eyes to the array of people that I never thought that people were hurting so bad, you know. And I mean, I don't know, like it's just woken me up to that. Like I love this business because I get to help people make extra money so they don't have to worry about paying for diapers or formula or, you know, gas money, you know, like no one should live that way. So it's just be real, honest, like don't care about what other people think. I know it's hard for people to do, but like I mean, this is your business, this is your family, your life. Like you shouldn't worry about being embarrassed. And there was a reason why you took the leap and did this business, so you might as well make the most of it. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like plain and simple, right? Like it's your business at the end of the day. And yeah, that does get somebody feeling more comfortable about posting, you know, starting off posting other people's results, because a lot of times if you weren't a customer using the products to begin with, you know, you don't have any results yet. Like me, like I didn't have any result, like you, when you first started, you didn't have any product results yet. And so you had to start off by sharing others. But even still, even if somebody is like a little bit nervous to share their own results, it's still important to share other people's, whether you're scared or you're not, it's still important to share other people's, because we want to know, okay, those products are working for you and your body type, but what about other people or other people that are looking for different results? Or we're only one person, and even though our products are absolutely incredible, I don't use every single product that we have every single day. You know what I mean? So like there's some people that go hardcore on, you know, like the facials or the skincare or whatever, which I do, but not so much the facials. But you know, or some people are using the coffee every day, some people are using TFX and the gummies and they have an incredible weight loss story. I don't have that. And so it's like, you know, we need to be sharing that, because there's different people on our Facebooks and other platforms that are watching us that aren't exactly like us. Even though they are relating to us, they might not be looking for all of the things that we are looking for. And I just kind of want to plug that in, being a product of the product, you guys. Today's the 24th. Tomorrow is the last day to have your auto shipment run for the month of April. If you haven't ran your auto shipment yet, run it. Set it up to run tonight, or set it up tonight to run tomorrow, so you can be continuing a product of the products, even if it's just one. Even if it's just one and you take hair, skin, and nails, or you take Confianza and you literally Because you guys, even if it's Confianza, you can't share a before and after on that. I can't be like, this is me before Confianza, this is me after Confianza. Like I can't do that, right? That would be silly. I mean, I could, I might make a couple people laugh. I don't know, but you know, but you can literally hold it in your hand. You could do a boomerang of you taking it. You can do a boomerang of you shaking it, like Confianza time again, you know, all sorts of different ways to be creative on it. But I really want to plug this in again of just being a product of the products and being consistent with those products. Just like Christine said, being consistent with the host of posting, be consistent with your posting, be consistent with your following up. Obviously I asked her, like, how are you signing distributors, right? Like, how are you signing them? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? What's your number of this? What's your number of that? But at the end of the day, she said, it's the follow-up, right? And sometimes I think that's what people don't want to do, is they don't want to follow up because they think, well, I've already asked, or I've already asked again, or I've already followed up. And it's like, no, there's so many, like the statistics, I don't remember, Crystal knows them by heart probably, but like how many times people need to be followed up with before they actually join. And like Christine mentioned also, when we're having a conversation with a potential distributor, those tend to be more lengthy or more follow-ups. It takes a little bit more follow-up or a little bit more conversation, you know, more often than signing a customer or whatever. So just consistency, you guys. You know, you've clearly proven that. I love that you I love that you have a system set up of like, listen, at the beginning of the month, I want to do a lot of distributor host posts. I want to get those leads coming in hot, and then I'll mix in some products in the middle of the month, and then you'll throw your giveaways in there, you know, here and there or whatever. But I think that's good, you guys, because there's no wrong way to work this business unless you're like being an a-hole. But like, let's be real here. Like, there's no wrong way to work this business, but giving yourself some sort of system of how you like to do things. For instance, of what I just reiterated of how Christine does her host to post system. Okay. We just heard from another Samantha Bowers in the Northeast page about how she does host to posting that I recently started utilizing over the weekend, of just little system of, hey, like, I'm going to sort my news feed to most recent, and I'm going to start messaging people from there to host a post. And then every 2 days, I'm going to go offer them the business. Like, that's all that Samantha said. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not really that she's host posting. She's messaging for host post and she's following up. It isn't different things that I'm doing or that Christine is doing or Crystal or Amanda or Kim or anybody, right? But it's just like having your own little system, and you got to figure out what works for you best, and how you can duplicate it within your team and stuff like that. So thank you so much. Is there anything that you were like, okay, listen, I feel like I should give this tip, or I should say this, or maybe it's like a favorite like personal development type of thing, or anything that you would like to leave us with extra that we did not?
Well, actually, you brought up something that I think I said on that Northeast page about host to post, and how, like, after a while, sometimes you get stale. Like, who am I going to ask to host a post for me? You know, like, I'm seeing the same type of people. I'm going through this list. It seems like it's the same people or whatever. There was a tip that I got from another leader, and it was go to, and I think it was Amber Parker, go to one of your posts that you have like a lot of engagement, and then go to the people that commented or liked, and then go to their go to their mutual friends. So if you go to someone that usually engages with you or whatever, but you click on their name, and then you go to their friends and their mutual friends, and then you have like a list of people, because typically you're going to have mutual friends. I mean, if you've been in this business for a little bit, at least, I should say, and you can just go to those people are probably people you haven't reached out to in a long time, you'll find. And like, it can give you a list of people to contact. And then when you click on one of them, go to their mutual friends, and you'll see that you're like connected to all these other people that you haven't talked to. And it gives you a new, fresh list of people to ask to host a post for you, or ask to be a product tester, or do the business with you. Like, pick 10 to ask about host post, pick 10 to ask about doing, product testing or, opportunity or however you want to do it. But that helped me a lot. Like it just kind of, and Samantha's tip was good too. I started doing that. I had a little bit of a tough time doing it on my phone. I found it on my computer better, like on the desktop to do it that way. But like, yeah, so those are quick tips. Go to Zoom and or all those Zooms on YouTube and stuff that you can find, like find leaders that still post their Zooms, because there's a lot that don't, but that's how I've learned all these tricks and just these little things that you wouldn't even think would be helpful, but they are, because you're just like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do every day. And like, I need that little motivation or that inspiration to get me going. And I love watching Zooms because I can learn something and then take that and like, it's my day going. So I love listening to things on walks and in my shower and like those are all good times, like when you're cooking, when you're in the car. And I'm totally listening to something in the car, whether it's a podcast or if it's a Zoom from a leader. And I learned so much. The last 2 years I've been doing that, and that's how I've grown this business for myself. So I honestly don't have really an upline. I mean, Kay's still there, but the person she like placed me under actually is no longer with the business, and that was someone I leaned on a lot. And so, I have to lean on my sideline sisters and the Zooms and stuff. So, but there's a lot of resources. You just have to find it and do it. So. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's like just being resourceful. Like I always tell the team, like just be solution minded. I always try to tell myself that, like, just what's the solution? What's the solution? What's the solution? Because there always is one. There really is. There always is one. I felt like that was going to come out funny. And then you just said something that I was like, oh, I should say comment on that, and I lost it. But thank you. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you though. What is your next big goal that you're working on?
My next big goal is double diamond. I want to get there, but with this 4-in-1, I've been making great money just doing that. So it's kind of hard trying to find that, like, I'm waiting for corporate to say we don't have to do like promotions or something's going to change or something. I don't know. Like ranks are going to change, or I don't know if they'll do that, but it is a good goal. I want to get to, I'm a diamond and I'd love to get to double. I've kind of stayed at diamond for a while now. And that's one of my big goals. So I would also like to do this full time. It's one of my dreams. It's on my vision board. I really would. I want to work for myself. I've always had that passion, and I'd love to do it. So that's something on my dream board.
Yeah. Did you set a date for yourself?
I did. That came and went, but I still have to get there. I think there's still something in the back of my mind, like preventing me from doing that. It's all mindset. So
yeah, I hear you, girlfriend. I've definitely been,
especially with 3 kids now, it's a fear, like there's some fear there. I'm not perfect in this business. You doubt yourself, and you have those days, and supporting a family of 3, my husband and 3 kids, my dog. Make sure that I'm making the right decisions for the family, but
yeah. Well, see, you guys, like everybody has fear that is trying to stand in their way in some way, shape, or form, no matter what goal it is, no matter how high in the company they are. Like we all, battle that as well. So thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that with us too, because I think that's a good piece for people to hear. So
But we appreciate you so much.
so
I cannot wait to see you slay your 4-in-1s and hit double diamond and then beyond and retire yourself and be at home full time. That's going to be so exciting. So thank you so much for your tips, girlfriend. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.